Imagine a land so vast it stretches from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic and all the way into the Arctic Circle. That's Canada, the world's second largest country where nature writes the grandest stories. In the Rockies, emerald lakes like Moraine and Louise shimmer beneath towering peaks. On the Atlantic coast, the Bay of Fundy rises and falls with the world's highest tides. While the Cabot Trail winds along dramatic cliffs. Further north, in the remote town of Churchill, Manitoba, polar bears wander the tundra as the polar bear capital of the world. And in the Yukon, the aurora borealis dances across the night sky in brilliant color. And don't miss the vibrant cities. Toronto, with its glittering skyline crowned by the CN Tower, buzzing with culture and diversity. And Vancouver, where sleek towers meet the Pacific Ocean and snow-capped mountains rise just beyond the city streets. This journey reveals the most stunning places across Canada, a country that's truly a masterpiece of nature and culture. From coast to coast, Canada will take your breath away. Here are the most beautiful places to visit in Canada. Welcome to Banff National Park, Canada's first national park and one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. Nestled in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, Banff is a wonderland of turquoise lakes, towering peaks, and endless wilderness. Begin your adventure at the iconic Lake Louise, where emerald waters reflect towering snow-capped mountains and glaciers. Just a short drive away lies the legendary Moraine Lake, its unreal blue color framed by the Valley of the Ten Peaks. A view so stunning it once graced Canada's $20 bill. Then, venture to Peyto Lake, famous for its striking wolf head shape and glowing turquoise hues. From the viewpoint above, the scene looks almost too perfect to be real. For the ultimate road trip, follow the Icefields Parkway, often called one of the most beautiful drives in the world. Along the way, you'll pass ancient glaciers, thundering waterfalls, and valleys where elk, bears, and mountain goats roam freely. At the heart of it all lies Banff Town, a charming alpine community with cozy cafes, rustic lodges, and the soothing Banff Upper Hot Springs. Perfect for unwinding after a day of adventure. Whether you're hiking alpine trails, paddling on crystal clear lakes, or simply breathing in the fresh mountain air, Banff National Park is not just a place to visit. It's an experience you'll carry with you forever. After exploring the towering peaks and turquoise lakes of Banff, we journey west to the edge of the Pacific. Welcome to Tofino, a hidden gem on Vancouver Island and one of Canada's most magical coastal escapes. Tofino is a place where the wild ocean meets ancient rainforests. It is known as Canada's surfing capital, where its endless sandy shores invite travelers to walk for miles, watch fiery sunsets, or ride the rolling waves. Whether it's summer sunshine or the dramatic storms of winter, the coastline here always feels alive. Surrounded by lush rainforests, this is a place where moss-draped trees and misty trails reveal a world teeming with life. Offshore, whales breach in the distance, sea otters float gracefully among kelp, and bald eagles soar overhead. Tofino is also deeply connected to Indigenous heritage, with the Nucha-Nulth people having called this rugged coast home for thousands of years. Their traditions and stories enrich the experience of this remarkable place. When the storms roll in, Tofino transforms into the storm-watching capital of the world, as massive Pacific waves crash against rocky shores in a mesmerizing display of nature's raw power. Tofino is more than a destination, it's the wild spirit of Canada's west coast. Straddling the border of Canada and the United States, the Niagara Falls are a breathtaking display of nature's raw power. Niagara is made up of 3 waterfalls. The mighty Horseshoe Falls, the largest and most powerful, lies mostly on the Canadian side. The American Falls crash dramatically over jagged rocks. And the smaller but equally graceful Bridal Veil Falls flows just beside it. Together, they create the largest waterfall system in North America. Every second, more than 3,000 tons of water plunge into the gorge below, filling the air with mist and a constant thunderous roar. Standing at the edge, you don't just witness the falls, you feel them, vibrating through the ground and echoing in your chest. Take a boat ride to the base of the falls where walls of water rise above you, or walk along the viewing platforms for breathtaking panoramas. At night, the scene transforms as colored lights bathe the cascades and fireworks light up the sky. Niagara Falls is more than a destination. It's a timeless experience, a reminder of nature's raw power and stunning beauty. From the roaring waters of Niagara Falls, we journey northeast to a place where history and charm come alive. Welcome to Québec City. Perched on the banks of the St. Lawrence River, Québec City is one of the oldest cities in North America, and the only fortified city north of Mexico still standing. Its cobblestone streets, stone walls, and centuries-old architecture make you feel as though you've stepped into a European fairy tale. At the heart of the city lies Old Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Wander through narrow lanes lined with boutiques, cafes, and street performers. or climb up to the iconic Chateau Frontenac, often called the most photographed hotel in the world. From its terraces, the views over the river are simply breathtaking. Québec City is also the cultural heart of French-speaking Canada. With the majority of locals speaking French, it feels like a piece of Europe transplanted to North America. This language and culture shape everything, from music and festivals to the city's rich culinary traditions. Indulge in poutine, maple delicacies, or fine French-inspired cuisine. With its old-world charm, living French heritage, and magical year-round beauty, Québec City is more than a destination. It's an unforgettable journey into the soul of French Canada. Perched on one of the world's largest natural harbors, Halifax is the beating heart of Atlantic Canada, blending maritime history with a lively modern spirit. The city grew as a vital seaport, and its connection to the ocean still defines its character today. Stroll along the bustling waterfront where historic buildings now house cafes, shops, and museums, and fishing boats share space with sleek sailboats. The harbor itself is legendary. It's where thousands of immigrants first set foot in Canada, and where the tragic story of the Titanic lives on at the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. Halifax is also famous for the Halifax explosion of 1917, one of the largest non-nuclear explosions in history, an event that shaped the city forever. But Halifax isn't only about history. It's also a youthful, energetic city, home to universities, live music, and a thriving food scene where fresh seafood takes center stage. From there, adventure is never far away. Just minutes outside the city, rugged coastlines, lighthouses, and charming villages remind you that Halifax is both a gateway and a destination. With its maritime soul, vibrant culture, and warm East Coast hospitality, Halifax captures the very essence of Atlantic Canada. From the lively streets of Halifax, we set out to explore the rest of Nova Scotia, Canada's ocean playground. This Atlantic province is defined by its rugged coastline, quaint fishing villages, and endless views of the sea. With over 13,000 kilometers of shoreline, you're never far from the ocean's edge. Waves crash against rocky cliffs, while lighthouses stand proudly as beacons of the province's maritime heritage. One of Nova Scotia's crown jewels is the Cabot Trail on Cape Breton Island, a winding coastal drive that reveals dramatic cliffs, sweeping ocean panoramas, and vibrant highland scenery. It's often hailed as one of the most beautiful road trips in the world. Along the southern shore lies Peggy's Cove with its world-famous lighthouse perched on granite rocks, a timeless symbol of Canada's East Coast. And to the west, the Bay of Fundy showcases the highest tides on Earth, transforming landscapes every few hours in a natural wonder you have to see to believe. With its coastal beauty, cultural depth, and warm East Coast hospitality, Nova Scotia is a place where the sea shapes every moment. A province that feels like home, no matter where you're from. From the rugged Atlantic shores of Nova Scotia, we travel back west to a city where mountains meet the ocean. Welcome to Vancouver. Set against the stunning backdrop of the Coast Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, Vancouver is often called one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Here, glass towers reflect both sea and sky, while just minutes away, nature is always within reach. The city's crown jewel is Stanley Park, a massive urban oasis of forests, beaches, and seawall paths, perfect for cycling or strolling with views of the harbor. Stretching from the park is the iconic Lions Gate Bridge, a majestic suspension bridge that connects the city to the wild beauty of the North Shore, where mountains, waterfalls, and endless trails await. Four panoramic views ascend the Vancouver Lookout Tower, where glass elevators carry you 168 meters above the city for sweeping vistas of mountains, ocean, and skyline. But Vancouver's magic lies not only in its landscapes, it thrives in its neighborhoods. Gastown, the city's historic birthplace, enchants visitors with cobblestone streets, vintage lampposts, and the famous steam clock puffing clouds into the air. Here, trendy restaurants and boutiques blend seamlessly with history. Across the water, Granville Island pulses with creativity. Its bustling public market overflows with fresh produce, artisan goods, and local flavors, while artists, studios, galleries, and theaters make it one of Vancouver's cultural hubs. With its mix of natural beauty, iconic landmarks, and vibrant neighborhoods, Vancouver is more than a city. It's a living experience at the gateway to Canada's West Coast. From Vancouver's oceanfront charm, we journey east to Canada's cultural capital, Montreal. Set on the St. Lawrence River, Montreal is a city where old world charm meets modern creativity. It's the third largest French-speaking city in the world after Paris and Kinshasa, and its unique blend of European elegance and North American energy makes it unlike anywhere else. At the heart of the city lies Old Montreal with its cobblestone streets, historic churches, and lively squares. Stroll past the majestic Notre Dame Basilica, wander through centuries-old lanes filled with cafes, art galleries, and boutiques, and soak in the city's timeless atmosphere. For sweeping views, climb or drive up Mount Royal, the mountain that gave the city its name. From the lookout, Montreal's skyline stretches out against the backdrop of the river, a stunning blend of glass towers and historic architecture. Not to forget about one of Montreal's most unique sights is the striking Biosphere, a giant geodesic dome built for Expo 67. Today, it stands as a symbol of innovation and sustainability, offering exhibitions that connect people to the environment. Visit the Old Port and Harbor, which form the city's vibrant waterfront. A hub for festivals, river cruises, open-air markets, and outdoor activities that make the river an essential part of daily life. With its French soul, vibrant harbor, iconic landmarks, and cultural heartbeat, Montreal is more than a city. It's a living celebration of history, creativity, and life along the St. Lawrence. From the cultural heart of Montreal, we journey east across the Gulf of St. Lawrence to the windswept edge of North America. Welcome to St. John's, the colorful capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. Perched on the rocky shores of the Atlantic, St. John's is often called the oldest city in North America, with a history stretching back more than 500 years. From here, sweeping views reveal the harbor, the ocean, and the brightly painted row houses that climb the steep streets below. Known as Jelly Bean Row, these colorful homes have become a symbol of the city's charm, turning every walk through the downtown into a postcard-perfect moment. The harbor, entered through a narrow passage known as the Narrows, has welcomed explorers, sailors, and fishing fleets for centuries. Today, it remains the heart of the city, alive with maritime spirit, fresh seafood, and a lively waterfront atmosphere. St. John's is also a place of culture and warmth, where Irish, English, and Indigenous traditions blend in music, storytelling, and festivals. Its pubs echo with live tunes, while nearby Cape Spear, the easternmost point in North America, offers a powerful reminder of the Atlantic's vast expanse. With its colorful charm, rich history, and breathtaking coastal setting, St. John's feels like a city shaped by the sea, a place where Canada meets the edge of the world. Next, let's visit the capital of Canada, Ottawa. Set along the Ottawa River, this city is a graceful blend of politics, history, and culture. At its heart rises the iconic Parliament Hill with its Gothic-style towers overlooking the river. The Peace Tower stands tall as a national symbol, and in summer, the changing of the guard ceremony brings the lawns alive with tradition and pageantry. In winter, the city transforms into a wonderland as the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, becomes the world's largest natural ice skating rink, stretching for kilometers through the heart of the city. Beyond its landmarks, Ottawa is a city of green spaces and riverside trails. Byward Market, one of the oldest public markets in Canada, buzzes with energy, offering everything from fresh produce to artisan shops and lively patios. Ottawa also bridges cultures. French and English influences mix seamlessly here, reflected in its food, festivals, and warm hospitality. With its historic Parliament Hill, vibrant culture, and year-round beauty, Ottawa isn't just the political capital of Canada. It's a capital of experiences, offering something for every traveler. Next, let's visit Toronto, Canada's largest city and one of the most vibrant urban centers in North America. Set along the shores of Lake Ontario, Toronto is a dazzling mix of cultures, architecture, and energy. At its heart soars the CN Tower, rising an incredible 553 meters into the sky. Once the tallest freestanding structure in the world, it remains Toronto's most iconic landmark. From its observation decks, the city stretches endlessly below. Sports and entertainment pulse at the Rogers Centre, home of the Toronto Blue Jays. This stadium is famous for its fully retractable roof, the first of its kind in the world, allowing games and concerts to go on rain or shine. For culture, the city shines with institutions like the Royal Ontario Museum. Its striking crystal-shaped addition, a bold piece of futuristic architecture, makes it one of the most eye-catching buildings in Canada. For history lovers, the Grand Casa Loma, a Gothic revival castle with secret passages and towers, transports visitors back to another era. Just minutes away, a ferry to the Toronto Islands offers beaches, cycling paths, and postcard-perfect skyline views rising above the lake. With its soaring tower, futuristic designs, and rich diversity, Toronto is more than a city. It's a world within a city, alive with energy at every turn. Tucked away in Alberta's Rocky Mountains lies a place where nature seems to experiment with art. Welcome to Abraham Lake. Unlike most of the turquoise lakes in the Rockies, this one isn't ancient. It's man-made, created in 1972 with the building of the Bighorn Dam on the North Saskatchewan River. Yet, despite its young age, Abraham Lake has become one of Canada's most enchanting sights. In summer, its waters shimmer with a dazzling glacial blue, framed by rugged peaks and open valleys that stretch to the horizon. But in winter, Abraham Lake transforms into a frozen playground. As the surface solidifies, it becomes a vast sheet of crystal-clear ice where people come to skate against the breathtaking backdrop of snow-capped mountains. Gliding across its surface feels like skating on glass with the Rockies towering all around. With its rare beauty and ever-changing character, Abraham Lake is proof that even the newest landscapes in Canada can become timeless wonders. And finally, we end our journey on Canada's smallest province, Prince Edward Island. Though tiny in size, the island is overflowing with charm and beauty. Known for its rolling green hills, red sandstone cliffs, and golden beaches, it feels like a place lifted from a storybook. The island is also famous for its fertile farmland, patchwork fields, and of course, its delicious potatoes. The coastline stretches for hundreds of kilometers, dotted with fishing villages where colorful boats bring in the day's catch, especially the island's world-renowned lobster. Summers here are alive with festivals, music, and warm hospitality, while every season reveals a new side of the island's character. Whether it's walking sandy beaches, cycling through peaceful countryside, or simply breathing in the salty ocean air, Prince Edward Island offers a slower rhythm, a reminder of life's simple joys. As the final stop on our journey, Prince Edward Island is a fitting farewell. A small province with a big heart, showing us that Canada's beauty lies not only in its vastness, but also in its quiet and timeless places. From the towering peaks of the Rockies to the rolling hills of Prince Edward Island, our journey across Canada has revealed a country of breathtaking contrast. We've seen wild coasts, endless lakes, and timeless history. But also the vibrant energy of cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, and Ottawa, where culture and a modern life shine just as brightly as the landscapes. Together, they create a nation unlike any other, where nature and city life blend in perfect harmony. Together, they create a nation unlike any other, where nature and city life blend in perfect harmony.